Hi guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to Seventh Bell Tarot and Astrology. So today we are going to be doing a zodiac based reading. I'm going to get a few shuffles out of my deck and we are going to find out together to see who this reading is going to be for. I hope all of you are having a wonderful and amazing day today. It is January the 4th, 2026. So we did enter a 1 year, but for me, a 1 is also a 10. In numerology, you don't count the zeros, but I just feel like it would be foolish to not also equate for the fact that a 1 is also a 10. All right, so I feel like themes around self, around your identity, new beginnings, career, legacy, and reputation are going to be key this year for some of us. Okay. All right. So you could be seeing the angel number 121. You could also be seeing 555 as well. All right. So we have South Node and it's coming out in the reverse. You could also be seeing 131 as well. So instincts, habits, and past life patterns. So that's in the reverse. And then we have the first house, identity, reputation, and self-awareness. So that does align with what I said about us entering into a 1 year. All right. So I would say check your ascendant and also check your South Node. All right. We have Chiron in the reverse. So healing, growth, exposing deep wounds. So it looks like someone or some of you in the collective have probably been working on your Chiron. Okay, healing deep wounds. All right. Maybe there was a lot of healing that was done in 2025. And now you are moving out of your comfort zone, right? Out of your South Node into your higher path. All right. Something around your identity is important. All right, let's see. All right, so we have Mars, sexuality, conflict, and assertiveness. It came out in the reverse. Okay, let's see. What else? All right, and we have Sagittarius. All right, Sag. So this reading is going to be for you. Okay, and we also have fourth house. It just flew out. I just saw 323. So you could be seeing 323. All right. So let's jump into your reading, Sag. Want to get some oracles, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into the tarot. You could be seeing the angel number 44. That's the second time I actually saw 44. I noticed 44 seconds, and then I also noticed 404. So Cancer is significant. We do have, there is a full moon in Cancer. I believe the full moon peaked yesterday. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter finds joy in the moon. You know what? Let's start with a moonology card, and then we'll jump into the oracle. Okay, so the card that just flew out, that was intuition. You could be seeing the angel number 511. The number 7 could resonate to you. That's the Chariot. So Cancer energy. All right, let's get a few more shuffles. And let's see. Let's get a Moonology to start off. All right, we have Moonstone, slow it down. And we have meant to be, knowledge, and focused, all at the bottom of the deck, as well as law of attraction. So what are you calling in? What are you manifesting at this time? All right, so I'm going to read Slow It Down. And then we're going to jump into the oracles. See what's going on, see what it is that Sagittarius needs to know today. All right, so Slow It Down. And it's on page 96. You could be seeing the angel number 626. All right, so the heart wants what the heart wants, and it wants it when it wants it. But the timing isn't always right. Maybe you want something before the other person is ready for it, or vice versa. Suffice to say that you may need to slow things down. This isn't just about patience, it's about actively slowing down. Stop pushing too hard, be strong, and shine your light. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want. You're stronger than you know. The situation you're asking about is fertile. Be graceful as you wait, without trying to force anything or anyone. Trying to rush a person or situation isn't likely to work out for you right now. So do what you can to take a step back. You might like to hold a moonstone while you meditate now to help you stay patient and allow events to unfold. This is a subliminally feminine stone that has strong associations with the moon. Explore your goddess energy. Stay strong and centered in your own power instead of dissipating your energy, focusing on what you can't control. Additional meanings for this card: pregnancy or birth, love is coming into your life, talk to a female mentor, calm down, breathe out, and relax. Moonstone is a truly luminous crystal. It's strong and it knows that all things come to those who wait. All right. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have a photo perfect, and this says photo perfect surface level. Okay. We have third eye chakra at the bottom, intuition, perception, clarity, visualization, and spiritual insight. Okay, what else? Okay, we have a piece of the pie, and that's coming out in the reverse. All right, we have the last laugh, watching you win. Tables turn, projected fears and mockery turn into submission and obsession. Okay, what else? That was 3. Let me put them back. Just one. All right, we have sacral chakra, sensuality, creativity, emotions, and enthusiasm. Okay, what's this photo perfect? All right, we have rewards, good fortune, reaching goals, good luck, end of the rainbow. So I feel like something that you have been working on, something that you maybe have been impatient about, is actually going to come into fruition. So we have substance abuse, and this is in the reverse. So addiction, dependence, withdrawal symptoms, misuse, excessive, harmful, impairment, and toxic. That's in the reverse. Let's see, what's this substance abuse? Okay, we have snake in the grass, and that's in the reverse. Treachery, deceit, fake friend, hidden danger, secret enemy, plotting, harmful agenda, deceptive nature, and that's in the reverse. Okay, so maybe you found something out about somebody, right? On the surface, they could have seemed and they could have looked like they were perfect, right? Almost like they were shapeshifting, like they were trying to appear like something that they weren't. And you figured this out. This could have been something that you let go. Let's see. What's this snake in the grass in the reverse? What's substance abuse? We have unhealthy relationship, harmful and destructive, abusive, violating boundaries, and that came out in the reverse. Okay. What's unhealthy relationship? I almost feel like you found out that something was unhealthy, right? You found out about something going on behind your back, right? Whatever it looked like on the surface, you realized it was actually deeper and you let go of this. Okay, we have unwanted exposure, information disclosed, embarrassing, revealing something personal, made public, negative attention. Okay, so you could have gotten some type of negative attention from this situation. All right. There could have been someone in your energy that wanted to try to deter you from reaching your goals, right? But even though they wanted to try to deter you from reaching your goals, you're still going to get everything that it is that you deserve. Okay. All right. What is piece of the pie in the reverse? Okay, we have abandoned in the storm, lack of support during a difficult time. What's abandoned in the storm? Hidden vortex, intense energy, conduits, Earth's energy, amplify, power, healing, moving fast, and pull. And then we have heart chakra at the bottom. So I almost feel like somebody abandoned you when you were going through a really bad time, right? Like a really tough time. Okay. This almost feels like this was what you may have gone through last year in 2025, right? This was a pattern that you had to break, right? You had to get out of your comfort zone, right? We have Mars in the reverse with the fourth house, right? This makes me wonder, was it something going on when it comes to family that you had to break free of? Okay. You could have had to leave a lot of family members behind. You could have gotten to the root of a lot of issues that you have in your life that could have came from your childhood, that could have came from your upbringing. There could have been a lot of tension and a lot of conflict in the home. Okay. And then with Chiron in the reverse, you're healing. All right. And in 2026, you are working on your identity, you're working on your reputation, you are increasing your self awareness. And then we also have Saturn here at the bottom of the deck, permanence, maturation, and tangible rewards. Feels like you went through some type of initiation or you got through a test, and now it's time for you to slow it down, take your time, focus on what it is that's important to you. Okay. Focus on what it is that you're trying to create in 2026. Focus on what it is that you want to manifest in 2026. All right. What is the last laugh? And you could be opening your heart chakra. Empathy, compassion, love, healing emotional wounds, self-love, generosity, joy, open to receive and forgive. What's the last laugh? We have a deep ocean, secrets, and untold stories. What's the deep ocean? We have mistaken evaluation, inaccurate judgment. What's mistaken evaluation? We have a third eye chakra, intuition, perception, clarity, visualization, spiritual insight. It's all 555. Fortress, your home is your castle, fortified residence, security, and privacy. And then we have roaming, travel, and wandering. Okay. I feel like somebody wanted you to have the last laugh. We have finding a way out at the bottom of the deck. I feel like somebody wanted you to have the last laugh. 1 second. Okay, so I feel like somebody could have maybe taken your kindness for weakness, right? There could have been a lot of secrets and a lot of untold stories that happened within a home, within somebody's childhood. I almost feel like you came to some type of clarity. You saw something about your upbringing, your home life. You could have had maybe family members who maybe could have talking crap about you, who could have said that you would never be anything. I almost feel like you're ready to get out, you're ready to travel. You could be thinking about moving, thinking about getting a new place. I almost feel like the energy for some of you, this could be somebody who has lived with their family pretty much all their lives, and now they're having to get out and go on their own and be an adult for the first time. Right? We do have Saturn here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see. What's sacral chakra? Okay, so we have impermanence. Embrace change. Nothing can remain forever. I just saw 1818. What's impermanence? We have a solar plexus chakra, confidence and willpower. Okay, what's solar plexus? We have a wave of ecstasy, tidal wave of emotion within the ocean of the heart, an experience you will never forget. What's this wave of ecstasy? We have miracles, believe, faith, payday, paycheck, collect checks, and payout. And then we have shattered, stress, low energy, defeated, disruption, worry, and disconnected, but it came out in the reverse. So I feel like this is you, right? Working on your confidence, working on your willpower, working on the things that bring you happiness, bring you joy. Okay, you could be clearing something out of your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, finding confidence, right? Working on your physical appearance, working on your identity, wanting, maybe there's something about yourself that you are wanting to change, um, increasing your self awareness, okay, reducing your stress. You're maturing, you're getting out on your own, you're working on your finances, you're working on your money. All right. Let's see. Do I want to get some more almost feel like what was this? Okay, so triangulation manipulation just came out, and it came out in the reverse. So playing the victim to get sympathy, lies and stories, directing conflict, pain and tension, negative talk, gaslighting, comparison, putting one against the other with indirect communication. I feel like this is that Mars energy in the fourth house, right? That you had to break free of and that you had to get away from, right? A lot of back and forth, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing against family members, okay? And then madness and delusion just came out in the reverse. So, a lack of spiritual clarity, a brain hardwired for survival, not happiness. A shift in focus is needed, purify the mind. And this came out in the reverse. You could be seeing 21, 21 or 12, 12. So, this could be like the energy of growing up in a household or an environment where it was more so like an environment based off of survival and not love, okay? You could have realized this, right? So you're finding the clarity, you're finding the happiness, right? You're shifting your perspective and you're purifying your mind. And then we have adorned with flowers, devotion, love, and reverence, purity and divine beauty, and self love. I feel like this is what you're pouring into yourself, right? You are pouring into yourself. You're devoted to you, to your path, to your needs. Okay. And then we have revitalize your mind, body, and spirit. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have cat with 9 lives, bounce back from adversity, resilient, and escape from harm. So you've persevered and you've gone through a lot, and I feel like now is your time to shine. Now is your time to be on top. Now is your time to reap the rewards. All right, sorry, I'm back. My son, he's asking for things. Okay, so I want to kind of get some more um of these zodiac cards to see what other type of energy I can pull. We have Aries, impulsivity, determination, perseverance. I feel like that aligns perfectly with this being a 1 year. This feels like you're taking. All right, I'm sorry. My son keeps calling me. But so with Aries, right? I feel like this, aligns with this being a 1 year. This aligns with you having like drive and authority over your life, okay? Taking charge, being a pioneer. All right, what else? Let's see. Okay, so we have Saturn coming back out, and then we also have Aquarius. So innovation, freedom, progressive thinker, and then we have a Virgo at the bottom, and I did see Virgo as well. So those zodiac signs could also align to you. Um, the family members or people that you grew up with in your household could also be those zodiac signs as well. All right, so I want to jump into. Okay, wow. So I just grabbed this deck, right? And I'm only saying wow because I did mention the number 44, and this card is the number 44. So we have loneliness, distant twin flame fuels your spiritual journey and inner growth. Solo venture reveals hidden truths and personal growth. So maybe some of you could be on a twin flame journey, okay? And this could have been a part of your healing, right? You had to heal something around your home, around family, around your childhood and your upbringing. All right. So we have Casanova, and that's card number 21. Keeps a safe distance and avoids being emotionally vulnerable, easily distracted by new attractions and unable to stay loyal, enjoys the thrill of multiple lovers and never settles down. Okay. What's Casanova? We have interest, chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections, valuing wealth over emotional bonds, profit prioritized, heart overlooked. What's interest was with Casanova? All right, we have successful in the reverse. When I'm with you, I feel complete. I realize that you, not material things, are truly what matters in life. Okay. And let's see, what's successful? Small offering views you as a temporary pleasantry, not a serious relationship, can only do small favors, unable to give anything more, can only offer small gestures and minor tokens of affection. And then we have savings at the bottom of the deck. Anticipating needs prevents last minute scrambles. A financial cushion provides comfort through tough times. Let's see, we'll see. Give me one more, Spirit. All right, we have social mask. Wearing a mask to hide true vulnerability, offering surface smiles to hide deeper pain. Okay. And then we have contract in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, and it's card number 40. Even with this distance, I know we are truly never apart. Our bond is stronger than any obstacle. I'll cross any boundary to reach you. So it feels like some of you could have been in a twin flames connection. We have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, with the Hermit and the King of Swords. Aquarius is out here with Saturn as well. Let's see, Spirit, what's going on with Sagittarius? Let's get to the bottom of this. So we got the Ten of Swords in the reverse coming out with the Page of Cups, with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So some type of plan didn't work out. A wish didn't come into fruition. Okay. This could be the painful realization that you are coming to, right? Where you're opening up and you're expressing things about maybe what you went through in your childhood. Some of you could have a twin flame where you could have been able to open up to your twin, and that person was the only person that you were able to talk to and able to speak to. They could have helped you get through like a really tough time. They could have pushed you into your self node, okay? They could have mirrored things back to you that you needed to heal. Let's see, what's this Ten of Swords in the reverse? We have Justice. It's all 29, 29. So Justice over the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So things balancing out, okay, after like a painful ending, painful cycle, right? You're clearing up hurt, betrayal, all right? There could have been like backstabbing, people talking behind your back, manipulation, right? This Ten of Swords could have been that triangulation manipulation that you were going through. And then here we have Temperance coming out. So you're balancing things out, you're healing, you're alchemizing, You're transmuting all the pain and you're balancing that out within yourself. What's Temperance with Justice over the Ten of Swords reverse? We have the Six of Swords. So you're moving on to peaceful and calmer waters. All right. This is coming after a time of heartbreak with the Three of Swords in the reverse. I said in the reverse. With the Three of Swords in the upright. And then behind that, we have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress with the Strength, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right. So this could be your person right here, Sagittarius. So I could be talking to a Sagittarius masculine, or I could be talking to a Sagittarius feminine, either or. And this is your story where your person could have helped you heal from heartbreak. They could have been a grounding force, moving you away from heartbreak, pushing you into being this empress, all right, that you are. You are finding the strength and the courage, okay? You're working on your foundation. You're working on your legacy. You're working on your money and your finances with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. What's this Page of Cups? All right. So we have the Seven of Swords, Aquarius moon, and then we have so moon in Aquarius and Mercury in Aquarius, and we do have Saturn and Aquarius out here. Okay, what's the Seven of Swords? We have the Hermit. This feels like this is you opening up. This is that self-expression that I was talking about. This could be you speaking and healing things around your childhood. This could be you looking at things differently, right? When it comes to your childhood with the Seven of Swords and the Hermit. There's some type of wisdom, some type of knowledge, something that you learn, something that it is that you possess, okay? This, for some of you, right? Maybe some of you could be thinking about going to therapy. Some of you could be thinking about going to counseling, all right? Or maybe some of you, right? This could be your path, right? This could be a career path that you are meant to walk down. You could have, gone through so much in your life to where it's like everything that you went through in your life, you're now realizing that it all was for a reason. And the reason was for you to be able to help people, right? Almost like, how can you help others if you haven't gone through those things? If you haven't gotten past these things, how can you speak on them? How can you talk about them? So you're starting to realize like the things that you went through as a kid or, in your upbringing, it all had a purpose, okay? What's this Hermit? We have the Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords with the Hermit? We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, for some of you, this could be someone. Wow, the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles just flew out. For some of you, this could be somebody wanting to maybe open up and speak to you, right? If you are at a distance from someone, all right? So for some of you who maybe are in a twin flame connection, okay, you could be in separation. Things could be about to balance out within your connection. All right, you've done the shadow work, you've done the healing. Okay, you're coming back into yourself. And I did call out 323 earlier in the beginning of the reading. 323, especially for me, I know when I started to see 323, I knew that union was approaching. And I feel like when it comes to energy, you can't really put time on it. I just saw 3443. You can't really put time on it. But it's like that when you start seeing certain numbers, that certain things are shifting and certain things are happening. So 323 for me was union with my twin. However, that union with my twin could not happen until I came into union within myself. and I had the inner balance and the inner peace and the inner harmony within me. Okay. So we have the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So Aquarius is definitely significant to some of you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or I could be talking to an Aquarius that's cross-watching. All right. There could have been, and wow, we have there's a matching pair here. We have the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands in the reverse. So you could have been, so this King of Swords, right, could have been maybe holding on to grief, holding on to sadness, okay? And now they're realizing that they need to maybe release some type of tension. Maybe they're realizing that they were at war with themselves, or they were battling with themselves, okay? They could be realizing that they need to speak to you, open up, offer you something. Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So this Page of Wands in the reverse could be the fact that there is just a disconnect when it comes to communication at this time. All right. Someone could also be feeling lethargic. This could be you maybe feeling like you don't have any ideas as well. So you could also be having like racing thoughts. Maybe you could have like a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, and you just are still strategizing maybe how to put yourself out there. You could be strategizing what it is that you want to do for work. Okay. You could be strategizing how it is that you're going to, fully move into your North Node. You could be strategizing how it is that you are going to change your identity, right? Or just change, something about yourself to maybe market yourself in a different way. All right. For some of you, right? If you aren't in a twin flame connection, or I could be talking to someone who's in a twin flame connection that's not really honestly worried about their twin. They could be more so worried about themselves, right? And getting themselves in alignment for union to even happen, right? You could be focusing on that inner alignment right now, right? All right, let's see. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Just saw 37, 37. And when I went to go put the Knight of Wands back in the deck, I put it in next to the King of Swords. So somebody could be thinking about taking action, right? Or this could be you, Sag, thinking about taking action, thinking about your next steps, thinking about, how you want to move forward in life, how you want to move forward for all of 2026. Okay. What is the Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands reverse? All right, we have the Hangman. So you're shifting and changing your perspective. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, and wow, we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you who are in a twin flame connection, this could be your twin ready to shift their perspective, ready to open up. We have the Six of Wands coming out, ready to shift their perspective, ready to open up, ready to communicate. And if not, right, this could just be you, right? Making quick and incoming shifts, right? This is like quick incoming shifts. This is you maybe making a realization about something. So whatever maybe is stuck right now, you could be making a realization. You can be moving forward with your plans or your goals, okay? What is the Nine of Cups reverse? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, and then we have the Sun. Okay, so you could have been holding on to like sadness, grief, or this could have really just been you healing, right? And your wishes and your dreams, whatever it was that you were manifesting, just couldn't come into fruition until you found the clarity. All right. So you're finding the clarity and you're healing. You're leaving behind the sadness. You're leaving behind the grief, right? You see that you have these three cups that are spilled, right? But you still have these two cups standing, all right? You're finding the clarity. Something could be being illuminated within this full moon in Cancer. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse with the Tower. So you're breaking free of something. Tower is incoming shifts. Something could be coming towards you. What's the Sun? Wow, we have the Ace of Swords and it flipped in the upright. So there's a breakthrough. There could be communication, like I said. You're finding clarity. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Sag, I feel like this is you. This is that solar plexus energy. This is you working on your life force energy. This is you finding the strength, finding the willpower, finding balance within inside yourself, releasing tension. What is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse? We have the Knight of Cups. So somebody wants to open up, someone wants to express something. This could be you just coming up with new ideas, coming up with different creative adventures, right? This could be you also standing up for yourself, right? Maybe you didn't in the past, and maybe you're realizing where you didn't stand up for yourself. Now you're learning how to speak up. You're no longer people pleasing. What's the Knight of Cups? We have the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. So this is you finding that joy. This is you working on yourself, working on your happiness, working on the things that make you content, working on the things that find you peace, all right? This is you working on yourself, working on your identity. This could be you increasing your awareness, right? Too. The Ten of Cups also makes me think of like your consciousness and like your awareness, all right? But this could also be for some of you that partner, right? We have the Queen of Swords with the Empress, finding clarity, abundance. Let's see. What's this Ten of Cups? We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. You could be seeing 777. What's the Seven of Wands reverse? With the King of Swords. So this King of Swords. And then we have, wow, we have the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Moon in the reverse. Then we have the Devil with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I definitely could be talking to someone in a divine connection, right? Definitely could be a twin flame pair, all right? Aquarius is significant. Here we have the Three of Cups with strength and the King of Pentacles. So happiness, joy, finding your soul tribe. This looks like a twin flame connection is coming in 2026 for you, Sagittarius. This King of Swords, it looks like things could have not worked out in the past, right? This could be that past separation. Things didn't work out. The wrong seeds could have been planted, right? This King of Swords could have been working on himself, building himself up, working on his self-expression, getting ready to apologize, getting ready to communicate, to offer you something, right? And this also could be coming after a time of you healing. So you could have healed something off of your bloodline, and you healing whatever you healed off of your bloodline has been able to allow this union to come into fruition. Okay. What's this King of Swords with this Seven of Wands in the reverse? All right, so we have Two of Wands in the reverse And that's Aries Mars. We got Mars in the reverse over here. What's Two of Wands in the reverse? With the King of Wands. What's the King of Wands reverse? I'm sorry, what's the King of Wands with the Two of Wands reverse? We have the Two of Cups. Wow. With the Lovers, the Emperor, and the 10 of Cups. So this definitely does feel like healing something off of the bloodline. Okay, we have the Emperor. We did see the Empress earlier. We have the Lovers. So a choice and a decision and a partnership. We have the Two of Cups, balance, harmony, duality, right? This feels like a really divine connection. Like you and your person did a lot of healing around home, family. With the Two of Wands in the reverse is making me think like, is there something that you thought wasn't going to come into fruition, right? Something that maybe you weren't expecting or that you couldn't see. Or maybe this could be the energy, like I said, of something that you weren't even worried about. But this King of Swords, King of Wands, right? They could have heavy Aquarius placements, heavy Sagittarius placements. They're ready to stand up. They're ready to take charge. They're ready to be this emperor. All right. And I just saw the Queen of Swords with the World, Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you have the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. So your person could have been slowly moving and progressing towards you. This connection could be a part of your legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. You and this person are supposed to create together. You're supposed to build together. What's this? Two of Wands, King of Wands. We have death in the reverse. I just saw 47, so 11. So this Two of Wands could be in a reverse with death in the reverse because this person could have realized, right, that they can't move on without you. Like almost like you guys are realizing that this connection is divine. My throat chakra is acting up. They could really be wanting to speak, but they could have realized that something wasn't over, right? You could have been still in transition. Which is why this connection could have taken some time to come into fruition, right? So you could have been in separation for a while. And then I just saw the Knight of Wands with the Empress. And then meant to be was at the bottom of the Moonology card. I don't want to get another Moonology. Or you know what? I'm going to go into this love clarifying deck. Being as though all of this energy came out, I want to see what else. What else does Sag need to know? Feels like a lot of incoming shifts, a lot of changes happening for you. You're still undergoing a transition, right? You're moving into your higher self. You're moving into your North Node, okay? To be honest, you probably already are in your North Node, which is why South Node is in the reverse, right? Past life patterns. You healed something off of your bloodline. And now you can move to the next phase of your journey. Okay, cut. And let's see what comes out. All right, so we have soulful synergy. I'm sorry, soulful synergy at the bottom of the deck. Vulnerability weaves hearts in dance of harmony, unity, and flow. All right, what's going on for Sag? All right, we have love potion. Open your heart to truly feel the magic of love. And empathic bridges. Embrace healing by being kind, balancing life's contrasting forces. All right, what else? And on the opposite end of that is divine union. Use the wings of empathy to bring love and harmony. And we have lightning strikes. Dismantle outdated ways of being to start fresh. Maybe one more. We have shining sign. Trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. And at the bottom, we have awaken rebirth. Become conscious, stay aware, and embrace the renewal of your essence. All right, Sagittarius, this was a pretty good reading. All right, so I'm going to end the reading with an advice card. And that'll be all for you today. Hope this reading gave you clarity. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting my channel. All right, so let's see. What advice are we going to leave Sagittarius with? Whoa, that was a lot. So we have authority, and this is number 4. Universe, number 21. And then recognition and reward, and this is card number 3. Okay, where is my book? It's right here. Okay. Okay, recognition and reward, it's on page 82. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honored, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back, you deserve it. This card also comes forth to present a family or group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and shifting toward a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works. So be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around in this material world. Okay. So let's read 21, the universe, and that's on page 74. Well, let me go back to, okay, yeah. So this is the world. You've come far on this journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. You could be seeing 544. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've completed on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are. and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up in the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. We just saw 5533. They also believe that these souls shine too brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can your wise soul. All right, so we're going to read the last one, which is authority, and that's on page 4. So this card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. When this card emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it is encouraging you to develop or reconcile these qualities and tap into the masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also included are good reasoning and problem-solving skills, being grounded, and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. So, like I said, for some of you, this could be, your twin, that emperor energy. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure or an individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in business or a prudent friend who uses logic and reasoning to create a positive outcome. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structure into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to stop talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace rather than one of foolishness, belligerence, greed, or self centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield power and authority is now being tested, and that aligns with the emperor. So you could have an emperor coming into your life, or you could also be needing to take control over your life, find the balance within your life. Okay. So that is all. I hope this reading gives you some clarity. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.